People who are neurodivergent, like myself, tend to have a strong sense of justice, and we tend to be really comfortable questioning social norms, especially when those norms seem illogical or inconsistent. In my life, there is no better example of that than how we treat animals. My journey started when I ended up hyper-focusing and researching on slaughterhouse methods, and I even read the entire Humane Slaughter Guideline Manual. Yes, we can read a whole manual, not the one we should about how to put the furniture together, but we can read a manual. So after reading that and discovering things like how to humanely end the life of a calf who was born on a slaughterhouse floor, I started thinking about the animals in my life and even the animals who I read about. And I realized that when I read about an animal being harmed in a news story or hear about it, I find this abhorrent. I find this behavior morally unacceptable. And to me, that sent sort of a red flag because there was a very clear discrepancy between my own values and my own behavior. And that value pattern misalignment for somebody who is neurodivergent is not just uncomfortable, but it's unsustainable. This moral algorithm misalignment had to be adjusted, and the options were A, stop holding the value that it's wrong to harm animals unnecessarily, or stop harming animals unnecessarily. And like most people, the first thing I tried was to stop caring about animals because I wanted to eat them. They're delicious. So I tried that. I read articles about animals being harmed, and I realized that there's something internal within my own mechanisms, whether it's a biological or evolutionary or just simple intrinsic human nature, to find unnecessary suffering abhorrent. This disdain was something I could not change. What I could change was my behavior. So in order to bring my values and my behavior into alignment, I realized I had to stop participating in the harm of animals. And for me, that was the very first step on going vegan. I'm curious if anybody out there is also neurodivergent and vegan, what your journey looked like. Alternatively, if you yourself are neurodivergent and you're sort of orbiting the idea of aligning your behavior with your values, kind of what your world looks like right now. I find it very curious and interesting at how these two worlds sort of intersect. So I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I look forward to the comment section as per usual.